Hey, Tommy. I see you. I'm glad you're here. Let me off of some of the other things I have going on here. Let's see. I want this to print out, though. And then I can get rid of it. Am I going to be stuttering again? Oh, Philly. Let me see if I can close down this in the background. Yeah. I'm going to save and get out of that. Save and get out of that. Any better? Hi, Liz. Glad to have you here. How's it going? Liz and Tammy. Oops. How was your week? Oh, there we go. How was your week this week? I don't know why my computer is stuttering. Last week it was fine. This week it doesn't seem to be. It's always something with electronics, isn't it? Let me see here. Plug in my. Whoops. Oh, no, don't fall. Don't fall. Oh, dear. I don't know. There we go. Don't know what this was for. Okay. You got into a car accident. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm glad you're okay. Oh my gosh. Well, hi everybody. This is Wanda from Wandasworkbasket for all things creative and crafty with a little bit of inspiration mixed in. I'm so glad you're both here tonight, and anyone else who joins us later on. I'm going to be working on a couple of the Paint Gem mini masterpieces from the mystery kit, and I have my favorite beverage. I hope you guys have yours. Tammy, you've been sick? Hope it hasn't been too terrible for you. Hey, Dawn. Glad you could be here. So glad you're here. Oh, Tammy, Dawn, how has your week been? How has your week been? I have my favorite beverage with me. My husband just left. He was here for a bit, and he will probably be jumping in once in a while here. And I don't know what happened to my wax, so I should probably find a wax. It should be right up here. Oh yeah, I got plenty of wax in here. Here we go. My beverage is a cream red from Manischewitz. It's fabulous communion wine. Tell me, you went to the doctor today? Are you having trouble? You said you're having trouble with your lungs? That's going around. Yep. Dawn helped a friend with a broken vehicle and volunteered. Hey, that's great. That's awesome. That is awesome. My week was fairly uneventful, which is great. Great for me anyway. I don't always like to have eventful weeks. Everyone is such awesome people here. They really are. I'm so thankful that you guys are here. Again, I taped, like the other week, I taped uh, a new Crafting with Crystal. So that'll be on either Thursday or Friday. I just got it rendered today and uploaded it. Tammy says you have bad lungs, COPD, emphysema, lung cancer survival, 35% of use in your lungs. Oh my gosh. So do you have to take that oxygen meter all the time? Do you have to monitor your oxygen? You know, that little thing that we have to stick on our finger and it reads how much oxygen we have in our blood. I don't wake up well from surgery, so that's one thing that they always check with me. And if I'm not with 98%, I stay in the ICU. Yeah, that's a lot. You guys are neat. I mean, I have to say, someone came to my defense in the in the comments. Yeah, in the comments from the latest sneak peek. So I thank you for that. And actually, when somebody does that, and if it's just minor, I'm gonna leave it up because it actually moves more people to watch the video to say, hey, what did she say that was wrong? And I did miss that it was unicorns, but as you'll see in the upcoming video with my granddaughter, I do call it unicorns, and that was before I even did the chat, did the sneak peek, I should say. Well, you are a miracle, Tammy. You are a miracle. And now you're our miracle. Oh, yeah. The Dreamer, the design by Hunter, yeah, is beautiful. Absolutely. I have another couple gorgeous landscapes coming up, too. Get rid of that. Like I said, I'm going to be working on, I got to turn the light off to show you. I bet you can guess which famous painter this is going to be. Let's see. Oh, you missed that? You had a Dreamer design previewed today? That's cool. That's cool. Who wanted to know about the Temu diamond painting? I think we all kind of were curious about it. How did you find the Temu diamond paintings? Is it like the AliExpress ones? Because it's all coming from China, so I was just wondering how it compared to some of the other budget companies that are out there. And when our friend from Down Under comes on, she and I will be hosting together a challenge for this summer. So you'll see us hosting a challenge together this summer. It's both of our first ones, so we hope we're going to do it right. So, and it'll be a wide-ranging one with all kinds of crafts in it, not just diamond painting. But it'll be fun. So you'll have to look for that as we get the details underway on that. And let's see, what else are we doing? No sneak peeks for this weekend, but like I said, I had the Crafting with Crystal that's going up. And if I can get her here again, I got the one with unicorns on about being an awesome granddaughter. So I want to do that with her. That's kind of fun. You did a special shape that's partially done. It was awesome, just as good as crystal canvas art design ones. No problems. Good. I'm glad. It's really cool. Really cool. What else happened this week? Well, my hours went down by an hour or two again this week. Everybody's did, I guess. Now they're starting to send people home early if the shift doesn't have as many calls in it as they're hoping it to. Now we're all getting sent home early now and then, which none of us can afford to do. So that's not fun. I don't know if I told you last week. Remember, I had you praying for a family, my mom's boyfriend's family, because they lost Courtney the other week. Well, Courtney's husband and her dad, my mom's boyfriend, and my mom went through a lot of the pictures together, and they're picking out pictures, and mom's going to make an album, a special memory album for them. Yes, I'm working on the Valentine notes. I got the whole bottom chunk done, and I'm working up the side on the one side. Liz says I have a deer special shape from Temu. Currently doing a small round canvas from Temu of a squirrel. Okay, cool. Some of the symbols aren't clear, but you can figure them out. Okay. Yes, I'm doing the Gnome Sweet Gnome. And let's see, what other ones what am I looking at here? 0N. No. Yeah, I mean, it happens. There's N. And then there's 1. There's another 1 in here. After that. So I'm going to point you down toward my work at this point. You don't need to see my face. So I'm going to move you toward to look at my work here. It'll be a little upside down for some people who are watching, because here we go. There we go. No, they don't rotate when they send us home. They just decide that the schedule hasn't been busy enough. And of course, that means when the schedule gets super busy, that those who have the ability to work from home can then do so. I do not have the ability to work from home. They will call them up at a moment's notice and say, can you get on for a couple hours? And they're even sending the lead operators home early when they don't need them. And they're not very happy about it either. So it's not just us lowly peons, It's whoever has, if you have the most hours on that day and you're scheduled to get off early, like say my friend is there till 6 o'clock and I'm there till 8 o'clock, and it's around 5 when they want to send somebody home, they'll send the person who's leaving at 6 o'clock home rather than me at 8 o'clock who just came in at 4, So they try to make as fair a decision as they can, but it doesn't ever really seem fair for those of us who are going to be missing part of the paycheck that week. But it is what it is. I mean, I did get the other part-time job, but then again, that didn't pan out because they wanted me to work every Sunday from 9 to 5, and I refused to work every single Sunday. I said I'd work some until they get somebody for the earlier shift on Sunday. I could come in like at 1 or 2, but they said, no, it's that or nothing. So I got nothing. And my husband was wise enough to say, well, maybe you're just supposed to go in a different direction. And I think he's right. I'm just not sure what direction that specifically is at the moment. Probably back into ministry in some way, shape, or form, but I'm really close to going to getting my site monetized here on YouTube. So that will be a help when that happens. But that's just a tiny little bit here and there. It's not going to be a great big paycheck. Yes, Liz, it was. The other job I didn't get was the one that possibly had some shady businesses that they were working with. So, yeah, I couldn't stand the thought of working like that anyway. So, we'll see. It's right now it's one day at a time. It's, as my psych had said, it's kind of like cocooning. Just think of this time as cocooning, as taking care of yourself and letting nature take its course, so to speak, and allow to happen what needs to happen, and just keep stepping one foot in front of the other. And eventually I'll be able to break out of this cocoon and be the person I was meant to be at this stage in my life. And I have to trust that. So, yep, some things are meant to be. And besides, I'd have to work on Tuesdays and I'd miss you guys. So that's not cool. So, well, okay, so this, I believe, is Vincent van Gogh self-portrait. I believe that's what this one is. Somebody had done a review on the mini masterpieces that I watched on YouTube, and they said that they were continuations of, I think it was Zara actually, continuations like of what you might see in their other kits, but they're not. They're completely new ones. They are in the same theme as the kits. They may have done too many and had to put a few of them together on the side. So these are not originally in those kits. These are on their own here. Yeah, Van Gogh. I think so. It's the self-portrait of Van Gogh. I don't know if the colors are the same as the original, obviously, but it's their interpretation of a mini Van Gogh self-portrait. Oh, this is D. This is not 1. This is not number 1. Okay. There's a number 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And what is that thing? What is that thing? Oh gosh. I'm taking out my trusty magnifying glass. Oh geez. The two symbols that look close by each other are there. Of course they are. That one's one of them. One looks like the internet symbol that has the waves going out, and the other one looks like a megaphone with the waves going out in the opposite direction. So they both look like each other. It's going to be difficult to see. There it is. Like the volume. One's the internet signal and one's the volume signal. You needed more Harbor Freight containers, but they were out. But did find that large container you showed and bought it. Okay, good. I unboxed Primrose from DAC last week. I didn't have an appreciation for the old masters until I saw that one. Oh, great, Liz. Now I want all 4 seasons from the Diamond Painting Shop. They're beautiful. They are absolutely beautiful, and that is a good place to get them. It absolutely is. Alphonse Mucha is a very Art Deco 20s type of painter. And he did many of those type of themes. And they're long and thin, so they're nice to put on your light box. Primrose is sold out at Diamond Painting Shop, is it? Well, it's a beautiful one. I don't want to do all 4 seasons, but they would look stunning. All 4 framed and in a dining room or something. That would be stunning. From DAC. Okay. Yeah, it is sold out from DAC, unfortunately. I'm going to try to go up on the site when I do a preview. Well, not a preview, but a review, whatever, an opening. I'm going to go up on the site and try to link the exact page before I put the unboxing up, because I guess it makes it easier for all of you to connect to get to, rather than having to search through the search feature. Oh, well, I might even mess them up. I don't know. Talking during a live or not, I still will probably mess them up. But they're not super precious, so. Once I get the gnome, further on the gnome, I'll show you that next week. Because it will be Valentine's Day next week. You have an idea for an upcoming video? Cool. But it might be hard. Storing finished diamond paintings. That's a neat idea, Liz, because I was thinking of doing that. I do have a number of ways that I've stored things. I just have to get them out of the bedroom and bring them downstairs, and probably do them over at Mom's, where there's more sun and more table that I could move back and forth between the different examples. That can be in conjunction with like around the same time I do the framing ones, different ways of framing. I got some of those to go up too. And I have the glues. I have that going on too next. You only work one color at a time because you don't trust yourself. Oh, Dawn, I would have too. I would have loved to have been a flapper during the 20s. We could really cut a rug, huh? I used to be able to. I did a lot when I was in disco. Disco this way and disco that way. That's what my dad's joke always was. Well, when we have a retreat and we finally all get together in a couple years, we'll have to do a dance party type of thing. Karaoke dance party or something. Just for us in our pajamas. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Nobody else hanging around. Glass of wine in our pajamas, cranking up the tunes at the shore house. That would be fun. The fashions, the 20s, the yeah, 20s fashions were super cool. But you had to be a Twiggy. You really did. I would still look better in the Edwardian stuff because of I was not a Twiggy ever in my lifetime. That would be so much fun. And we'll try to find a way to have some scholarships for those who might have to fly in from wherever to come in. Try to find out how we can work up to that. It'll have to build, I guess. It'll just have to build because it would be a riot. We could diamond paint during part of the day. We could go spend some time on the beach part of the day. We could grab some ice cream and then come back, bring some wine back to the place and turn up the tunes and just sort of, play games, board games, and rock out or something. That would be a lot of fun. Of course, we'd have to go live for everybody else too, wouldn't we? At some point. I have a lot of grandiose ideas, but hopefully some of them will actually come to fruition here. Someone did one last summer. Yeah, they did one. They did one up in Michigan. It was up in one of the cold states, and they even had and they did another one in Texas, I believe. They had two. One near where Mindy is, and then one down near Texas. Nobody's had one in Cape May before. You'd be on the sidelines with your copper knee brace. No dancing. Well, you can shake your booty in the chair, couldn't you? I thought I saw some number twos, and I guess I didn't. Okay, then I don't need the twos. I didn't use the twos, did I? Nope, threes. That's what I'm doing now. Get with the program. Yeah. Crunch, crunch, crunch. I kind of like that click, that crunch when they pop into place. It's another reason I love squares. It's very ASMR therapeutic. You live in Michigan? Oh, Liz. I was thinking it was Mindy because I heard her talking about it. Yep. I could have gone to that, but by the time I was back to diamond painting, it was already full. Yeah. See, there is, in February, in this month, there's one in Texas. Then there's one up where Mindy is. Yep, in Michigan. She's hosting that one. Then I believe this summer there's a big one in Texas. T-Mall was at a retreat last year too. Yeah, I think it was the Texas one. I'm not sure. I did hear all about them, but I have that social phobia type thing that some ADDs get. They get that we get that social phobia type thing where you're always afraid that you're going to be rejected. And last year it caused me to say things in a video that I said I felt like there were clicks going on, and I got so slammed for that. And I bet about 20 people 20 people unsubscribed because of that, because they think the diamond painting community is the best and most gracious and all that stuff, and for the most part we are. Tammy says she can push Dawn around with her O2 bottle. That's cool. So yeah, and that was my social phobia coming to the fore. But of course, that's not easily understood by people. And now I don't believe, I get that question in my mind, will I ever be invited to anything like that? Or would, if I sign up, would anybody talk to me? So that in a way, then having my own retreat is for me the way to go, because then I'll know people who are there want to be there. And I've always been a leader, so to speak. I've always been the Girl Scout leader, the one who puts the activities together, who plans this, that, and the other thing, who gets all the T's crossed and the I's dotted when it comes to planning things. So it's natural for me to want to plan my own too. It just feels better for me that way. And I don't mind that at all. Oh, I missed a Z. I missed a lightning bolt. Whoops. You DP for health and don't do the drama. I agree. It says I don't do drama either, but I will tell you one thing. I'm all about being fair, and I will speak my mind when it isn't. Well, thank you, Liz. I hope you do. This is my opinion. Those retreats are not put out. It seems the same people are the ones that go all the time, only a waiting list when it's questioned. Yeah, exactly. I feel that way too. I hate to say that, but I feel that way too. It's like, well, I'm sure there's a limited availability of places of the amount of people that can be at any one thing, because you've only got so many sleeping spaces in a house, I'm not saying it is cliquish. I'm likely to be blaming more of my, what is it called? Social not dysmorphia, not disassociation. That's something else. No. There are hotels. Yes, there are. And Cape May in the off season has some very good motels. And the off season is not as expensive as the summer. I would do it in September when everybody's back in school. The water's still warm. All the shops are open and everything's on clearance because they're getting rid of it. And the sky is still warm. That's when I would do it, in the September. I love the beach in September. Absolutely, I'm familiar with the Poconos. Oh, yes. We had a cabin at Lake Wallenpaupack. PP&L cabin. Frustration and tolerance. Yeah, there is that. That's why I posted what I did on that comment on your unboxing of the newest. Thank you. I'm so glad you did, Liz. And I have come to the understanding that some people are just going to be doing that, and I'm not going to, I'm not going to be rude in return. I'm just going to state what it is, and that's that. I'm just going to say my piece once, and I don't need to say it again, and that I don't need to engage with it any further than that. I thank you for doing that, though, Liz. It felt really good. Felt really good to see one of my besties in there defending me. And you know what? When somebody else is unboxing it, until you start working on it, there are going to be things that you miss. There are going to be things about a canvas that you're not going to see until you're working with it up close and personal. And going back, I should have said that it was unicorns and not horses, but what looked like horse breath to me was actually the shadows of the mane coming down the back, coming between the two faces. And, it wasn't a horse breath, but there was no need to be acerbic about it. It's just, and somebody else who's unboxing it for the first time may have the same impressions before they do it. So, like I always say, I make the mistakes so you don't have to. Oh, no, you don't have to worry about how I felt afterward. No. Don't worry about that. I always go out thinking the best about people first. Dreamer Draft Corner. Oh, hi. Hello. Glad to have you here with us. If there's anything we can do for you, let me know. I don't remember seeing the name come up before. If you want to, just click the little bell and we'll notify you. No, somebody isn't bullying me. Just somebody in one of the comments on one of my recent sneak peeks for DAC. Just had one comment that just was a little more acerbic than it needed to be. I don't feel like I was being bullied. They just didn't agree with something I said and didn't give me the benefit of the doubt is all. But no big deal. I mean, I'm letting it slide because it's not worth getting upset over. Plus, in a way, it kind of drives other people to the site to see what everybody's talking about. So in essence, I get a few more people looking at the video because of that. So it's really not a super problem. Okay, I need a triangle here. And then I have the last 3 of this one. I can start another one then. So I'm not upset about it. Yeah, troll. But really, I mean, it wasn't like super troll either. You know what I mean? No super troll. If they were a super troll, I would have blocked them. But, nah, not worth it. I am looking for that one symbol here to finish this painting. No, I don't think that's it. You had enough this week? Dreamer, where did we have enough this week? Well, I think some of the things that come up in this community are so stupid to get upset about. It's only diamond painting. I know, right? And we're here to have a good time. We're here to get rid of our anxieties. We're here to play. In my estimation, we're here to play. Gracie's last live, did she get trolls? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. So sorry to hear that. I'll have to email Gracie and just say I'm sorry or something. I'll give her some encouragement to work through the trolls. I'm sure she probably is. I'm sure she probably is already back up and at them and past it. But it's always nice to have a fellow YouTuber give you a pat on the back and say, don't worry about it. It's not you, it's them. Okay, you don't know her that well, but thought that was awful. I don't know that I know the full story, but what I heard, I thought was so uncalled for. Oh, she was calling someone out. Okay. Well, I'll have to get caught up on what it is. You know what? That little sneaky son of a gun. It was underneath the dryer sheet. No wonder I couldn't find it. There were no trolls? Okay, good. Well, then she obviously doesn't need me. She's got a good solid head on her shoulders. I would just skip it. Hopefully over, waste of time. Okay, that's fine. I will. I will then. It's just that I don't think people intentionally set out to be cliquish. Some people just have to have certain things a certain way, and they feel the need to, like, are OCD about it, and they just feel the need to call other people to live up to their quote unquote standards. And whatever. I mean, the only standards I'm concerned about is living up to my own standards. Okay, I won't contact her then. I'll take your advice. But I just think when I know that when you're in social media, you have to have a thick skin because you're interacting with the public in a totally different way than you've ever interacted with them before. And you don't know who's just suddenly going to go off on you. You think the person being called out did a great comeback? Oh, wait a minute. So, yeah, you definitely have to have a tough skin. So I have it. Thank you, Tammy. I guess I had it backwards then. I thought somebody was after Grace, but I guess maybe it was the opposite way. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm not in the middle of it, so I'm not gonna put my nose in where it doesn't belong. But I am curious. All right, so I'm gonna put these away. And here's little Vincent. Not bad. Yeah. Little Vincent. Now I'm going to take this off and put in another one and see which other one we can come up with. Okay, I don't know what this is, hence the word mystery. Okay. A toast to thicker skins. A toast to being authentic, even when it's difficult to be. I didn't say much because I, too, didn't want to get involved. I'm just here for the diamond painting. Well, that's good. And that's what we're doing today, diamond painting. Okay, so should I start from the middle out or from the edge in? 8, 7. I'll go from the edge in. That's what I usually do. 8, 7. 8, 7, 3. 8, 7, 3. 2, 4. 8, 7, 3, 2, 4. Where's the 4? 4 somewhere. 4 somewhere. 8, 7, 2, 3, 4. I am doing the Paint Gems mini masterpieces, and this is the mystery pack. They come with, it's all black and white, like mystery paintings, and it's square. And I've done 2 so far. The first 2 could be in the museum pack. The first 3, and let's see, what was the other one? Did I have it over here? Yes. This is the one I finished last week. And that's Van Gogh. This is the other museum one. You would section this little thing off? Oh my gosh. The one I do like in a sitting at night is like 3 times this wide. Well, they say Katie's fast. I'm no slouch either. I'm no slouch either. Okay, nope, that one's got a bubble on it, and it's going to be a massive problem. There we go. There we go. I always like starting one because everything is like so perfectly lined up right at the beginning. What is everybody else making tonight? What are you working on? I thought you were just fooling. Yeah. I can usually get a couple of these done in an hour. You guys are funny. Oh, okay. You know, I recognize Dreamer Craft Corner. I recognize that name, but I'm glad you got one of the giveaways. Wasn't sure. Glad you're here tonight. You're not working on anything tonight? I'm glad you're hanging out anyway. You'll have to do some kind of whip and chat while you watch Crystal later on in the week, because we're doing it in my mom's kitchen. She decided she wanted to paint. So when we were at Staples, we got she saw a Crayola like paint palette type thing, and she said she wanted to paint. So I said, oh, what the heck. I was taking her home with me anyway. So we got out the paper and a handful of brushes and just played with the paint. So I thought I would do a little review of it with her. And we sit there playing with it for about an hour. My mom drops in and Max drops in, although I think I cut most of that out, because they're pouring water and making tea and the microwave's going off and the sump pumps gurgling and all kinds of other noises are going on in the background. And so I had to cut bits and pieces of it out. Yeah, she's my little trooper. She's doing good. She's doing good in her grade at the moment. She's going up in reading and up in math. They're working hard with her at the school to overcome some of her not seeing, not interpreting the letters. Her reading comprehension is not too good. They had to work with my daughter on that in elementary school too. But she'll be moving up to the middle school next year. So, oh my gosh, this is just so crazy. And where these 8s are going to go here. I'm going to need more number 8s. Oh, number 8s. You're working on Dreamer Design Landscape one. Okay, great. You want to do the Christmas one this year and put them on a wooden plaque or something for gifts. That's a great idea. I'm doing, I've already got something in for next year from Diamond Painter, I think it is. It's tags. They're like a number of tags that you string on a string, or you put them on packages and stuff. But I'm going to do one of those a day through Advent. Crystal I'm doing a crafting with Crystal. It'll be up on Thursday or Friday this week. I just finished rendering it and uploading it. So she won't be on a live, but during the school year, unless she has some vacation time, it's hard to get her here for the live, because on weekends she has to go to her father's for the weekend. So it's hard to get her up here unless she has a day off. Let's see. Did I miss any number 8s? I do not think I did. I do not think so. Good, I got 7s next, so they go in the middle, so they shore up that. Yeah, I probably did. And that gnome, sweet gnome one, wow, there is a lot of confetti in it. A lot more than I thought there was. Okay. Alrighty. There we go. She's doing well. Yep. It's nice to see that she's gaining some self-esteem, and to the point where I say something to her, I don't want to see her bullied again, and she'll come back to me with something that that her counselor or something said, and it's neat that she remembers those kind of things. And I keep telling her, you'll never see those people again. When you get out of high school, you'll never even remember who they were half the time. And they certainly won't. You'll have your own life, your own friends, and it'll be completely different once you get out of high school. I said, just keep plugging in there till you're done high school, and I can guarantee it'll be better after that. Did I get a chance to watch any of those videos last week? I watched a couple of Zara's. Oh no, I didn't get to watch the one about the book review. So I will do that. I'll do that first thing tomorrow. You'll be on my list for first thing tomorrow. I will put a comment or a heart or something in the comments to make sure that you know that I was there, so to speak. I do apologize. I wanted to get to that this week. But Zara and I were chatting back and forth about the possibility of doing a challenge together, and that was the other thing on my mind this week, other than work. Oh, yes, I watched those. I watched Rosa in the Diamond Painting Shop one. Yes, I did. I like her. I think she's neat. I made a comment on his site, and I kind of asked him what software he's using to do that with, because, well, I've always wanted to do interviews. I thought about them 2 years ago, and I still want to do them. I just don't know how to go about it yet. I'm way behind the 8 ball on that. Okay, there's a couple up here too. Now others are doing them very well. And I've almost missed my window of opportunity. Let's see. I think I got all the 7s now. Where are the 6s? Did I bring them out here? No, I did not. Okay, the 3s. 2s, 3s, 4s. 2s, 3s, 4s. Yeah, it was a good interview. I really enjoyed that interview. I also watched the other gal and all 3 of those that where she made up her own way of printing out and putting sticky down to do doing her own diamond paintings, like one-offs for herself. Writing them off on the printer. I thought that was an excellent idea. So I got the goop, and I got the transparencies, and I have the printer. So one of these days, amongst all my other plans, maybe over the summer or something, I'll do my own and see how that goes. It'd be fun to do. It would be a unique challenge. Though I can't say it would be a way to continually print off ones for sale, because that just would be way too labor intensive. They would not be worth the work. So what other news from the week, gals? Anything else I should know? Anything I missed? Or most likely missed this week? Let's see. Sections of HAED. Yes, Dawn, that's the one. A factory in the U.S.? Well, yeah, unfortunately, the labor is way too intensive. They have things that ship from the U.S., but everything, even Diamond Art Club, everything ships out of China to their warehouse first. Even Diamond Painting Shop, which is out of Florida, there's very few. You bought blank adhesive canvas to try to make my cross stitch patterns. Great idea, Dawn. I'd love to see them when you're working on them. I'd love to see them. Here we go. Yeah. Go to number 3. As far as special projects, I do have some kind of cross stitch, some really small kind of cross stitch ones I'd like to try. In fact, there are some from that DMC has a website, DMC like floss, and they had an Advent type thing this year where you could every day you open up this ornament, and on the website, it was all website based. Yeah, let's pool our money for a factory. It was all web based, and you would get a free cross stitch pattern a day. So I downloaded a lot of them, and I want to use some of those free patterns to make some Christmas some Christmas ones this year. Not for counter cross stitch, but for diamond painting. So I still have to get my January and February Happy Mail out. I wanted to get that out. I have not done that. Shame on me. Well, you know, doing a factory here in the U.S. is not real easy. You'd have to hire the labor. You'd have to have all kinds of business knowledge that I do not have. It's a long, drawn-out process. It would take you at least 2 years to get anything underway, to be able to sell. You have to have somebody with website capabilities and advertising capabilities, and lots of other things that I do not possess. I'm not a good self-promoter. It would be very complicated, very long, drawn-out process. Unfortunately. Oop, there's a 2. Well, it accidentally got a 3 put on top of it. How did I do that? You guys don't do that, do you? When you see one that you've missed, you just color it over with the next color that was going in there. Oops, how did I do that? I do not know. It just sort of happened. It's not like anybody's going to see it and say, oh, there's one out of place. At least I hope not. There we go. Some 3s. Some more 3s. Oops, now you're upside down. Come on. It'd be just as fun to go on a cruise together. That I would love to do. Oh, that one's got the wrong bend underneath it. So that one's bad. It's got a bump on it. If buyers don't get oversaturated with diamond painting, I could see DAC doing a factory in the future. Yeah, I could see that too. It's just that the labor is so much cheaper over there. They can get them for pennies on the dollar what they can get them manufactured for over here. Their warehouse is in Jersey. They're based out of Los Angeles. Okay. It looks kind of like a beard, doesn't it? Kind of like a beard here. You're looking at it upside down. I still don't know what it is. Let's see. They have 5 and 6. And there's a 7 as well. Where's the number 7? 7. Number 7. Not me. Okay, so we're the only ones, huh? I doubt that somehow. Oop, the 7's up here. So, therefore, I missed one. And there's a 3 I missed. All right. I'll go back and pick up that 3 while I'm still here. Nobody's going to admit to it. I don't believe you. Can you think of any other shortcuts you might take once in a while? I saw a video today on Jaded Gem Shop. She did a video on how she fills the little gaps. Oh, you're having trouble with your connection? All I said was there was a number sitting there that I missed on the last go around. That, oh shucks, I missed it. So I put the next color that's right next to it on top of it. And I'm like, oops, how did that happen? So nobody else does that for a shortcut, do they? She was talking about the gaps that sometimes come up between the diamonds when you're plugging the diamonds in. And she really, like in faces and stuff, it drives her nuts. So she figured out how to close the gaps. Not really closing the gaps, but something that she puts in the gaps to make them disappear. It's awesome. I'm definitely going to try it. I ordered the product, and I'm going to see for myself if it works. And if it works as miraculously as it looks like it works on her site, I will definitely do a review on it too. Luckily, it's not often. Well, I figure who's going to see it? Who's going to say, "Oh my gosh, that one is in the wrong place." They're not going to look that closely at my work and say, "That's not right." And if they do, they got bigger problems than I do. Okay, that one's wrong. 1, 2, 3. And you're upside down, so you don't count. There we go. Right. You watched the video too, Liz? It's mica dust. It's glass, right? Glass dust. I got some white because I agree with her about the faces. There's some places that you don't really want it to not have gaps. And so I got some white mica powder. And I'll test it on some of the ones that I already have done. And see. It would really be interesting on rounds. She showed it only on squares, I think. No, she showed it on rounds. She did. I remember that now. She showed it on rounds too. And her nails, oh my gosh, they're so long. So do you guys think the market for diamond paintings will ever be that saturated? Will ever be to a point where nobody wants to do them anymore, that'll fall the way of some other crafts that have fallen away? I can't think of any offhand now. That it's a passing fad, or do you think it'll stay around for a while? I have not. You said that some people say if you let the diamond painting cure, the gaps go away. I have not found that to be true. Just saying. I have found that they kind of even out. Like if they're too pressed up against each other, they want to relax into a more. Here she is. There's Zara. We were talking about you earlier, hon. Let's see. I don't know that it will ever go away, that like for that diamond painting will ever go away as a fad. I'm hoping it doesn't. If it does, I'll still keep doing it myself, because I'll be like 150 before I get everything done that I have right now. But Lord willing, my eyesight stays at least as good as it is now. But yeah. Yeah, I'm all over the place tonight. You started in 2021 diamond painting. I started right before the pandemic in 2020, and I think it had been around a year before that. And if I would have gone on YouTube during the pandemic, I probably would have, tons more people already on the site, but I had the people that count now, so. All right, there's no 4s there. There's some 4s up here. Yeah, I think a lot of the diamond painting YouTubers out there got a lot of their followers during the pandemic, when everybody else was home from work and needed something to do, and they caught on to this craft, which is fairly new and looked exciting. And if nobody else knew how to do anything, how to do it yet, people were crazy to find people who knew how to do it and get some instruction on it. And I think, I may be wrong, but I think that's why some of the diamond painters have tens of thousands of subscribers, where those of us who are coming in have a harder time getting as many subscribers. I just don't think that I think that they timed their entrance into the YouTube community perfectly. And more power to them. I wish I would have done that. Okay, any more 4s that I'm missing here? Other than the 3s. You think cross-stitch conversion is going to be that new hobby? Conversion into diamond painting, you mean? It's possible. I mean, people will have more leeway into what they want to paint, and they can do it if they have the way to do it at home. You think there will be some that won't want to do it on their own, that won't want customs made? You started in 2018. Okay. I have to say there was some really nice new creators that I like. They're having trouble getting their subs up, though. Yeah, and I think that's part of it. It's just that everybody who was doing diamond painting for a while went back to work. And the other thing, I found that YouTube seems to, like, when you get up closer to 1,000, they start deleting subs on you. The closer you get to a goal or a mile marker, it seems that they start deleting some old subs on you. So it makes it a little more difficult to get to that 1,000. And since I got to that point, all of a sudden I lost my 4,000 watch hours. It went down to 28 something. It's up to 33 now, but I have to get to 4,000 before I can monetize. So I think, I don't know, somebody's cooking the books somewhere, I think. It's crazy. I'm sure it's a way to not have to monetize. Yeah, I think. And my husband's frustrated that he sees ads on my site, but I'm not making anything off of the ads because I can't monetize yet. But yet they're putting ads before and after my content, and I'm not making anything off of it. So you tell me what's going on. You know they're in it for the money. That's why they're doing it. If somebody wasn't making money, there wouldn't be a YouTube. It ain't no charity. Oh, you haven't seen it out on my site yet. Well, that's good. I'm debating. I mean, it's good that there isn't any ads on my site because sometimes ads push people away. But then again, I'd like to make a little bit for my efforts. Just that's not why I'm doing it, but it would be nice if I could count it as a second job. And then I wouldn't have to try to find something else. But it is what it is. I trust in the boss man to provide what I need for the days to come, and that's it. I do my best and leave the rest. And there's another 3 that I missed. Holy cow. Why am I missing the 3s? How was work today, Zara? You're in from work. It's horrid, humid, muggy here today. You can't stand the ads, Liz? I want to purchase the monthly thing to not have to watch them, but usually it's only a few seconds, not worth $15 a month for. I agree. I've been so tempted to because, in the middle of learning something, it cuts out and it never does it in a good place. It's like, I don't know. It's never in a good place. And if I could avoid monetizing, I would. I don't think I'd be able to continue dedicating as much time as I do to it. Because it's not just about the time it takes you to create the video. It takes you twice as long then to edit it, and then takes you another third of the time to actually upload it to YouTube and come up with the descriptions and that kind of thing, to trace the links back so that you get the links correct, and then to make sure you have everything listed that you said you were going to list. And then if you really want to advertise, if you really want to up your views, then you've got to, which I haven't been doing, you've got to put it up on Instagram or Reddit or some other kind of social media and link it back. So you feed people in from different sources. So that's other promotion you've got to do. And then you've got to, if you want to do collaborations with someone, if you want to do website links with someone, if this, that, and the other thing, that all takes time too. So it's like having a full-time job, only it's volunteer. And I love doing it. It's just that I also need a full-time job in order to actually live. And the vast majority of people who do YouTube and monetize do not make a living wage. They just don't. It's not possible to get the views that that those huge people have right now. Probably because a lot less people are watching YouTube because they have to work. They're not home during a pandemic anymore. And I'm not throwing shade. That's just the way it is. Let's see. The more subscribers you have, the more frequent the ads. I watched Mrs. Coffee the other night, and she has 42,000 subs. Ad every 3 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, the ads get more frequent the more people you have on there. That's true. And you used to be able to choose, like, you only want the videos in the beginning or the end, or only once in the middle, or there's tiny little pop-up ads instead during the middle. I mean, you used to be able to have more leeway. I'm not sure that they allow you to have those choices anymore. And that's the problem too. So if you think you're going to make a living off of YouTube, it ain't happening. Not anymore. Which is fine. I never expected to be a millionaire off of it. It's not my goal. Well, now I see more of a mustache and a beard, but I'm not getting the rest of the face here. It's a half of a face. Anybody know who this is yet? Anybody guess? Bet it's a museum piece. Okay. This is gal I like to watch from the UK. She does a crazy amount of stuff with her spare drills. And she has the most creative ways of using them. It's like, how did you think of that? I don't know that I would turn traffic cones into a Christmas tree, but she sure used up a lot of her little green boats doing it. And a bunch of others, but the amount of time and work that went into sanding them all and hot gluing them all and spray painting them all. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. You think people who do Patreon do better because they can charge a fee? Yeah, I know. I'm thinking about doing that, but I want to give something extra for that, and I'm still not sure what I want to do that's extra. Of course, if I was really ready to stop hoarding and wanting to do my hoarding journey, maybe I'd do that as a Patreon thing, but that's the only thing I can think of at the moment. And who wants to see that? I don't know. That could be a whole channel on its own, I believe. Okay, so now I don't need the 7. What I need is the 9 and the XOXW. XW. Let's see. There's the W. There's the 9. I think the O and X are back here because I used it the last time. There's an O There we go. I don't know. What's that looking like? I have a scrapbooking friend from PA that has Patreon exclusively, and she didn't do it for the money, but has over 7,000 subs now. She charges $1 because she has to, not because she wants to. I feel there is a couple of people that do Patreon just to talk about people. Oh, I hope not. I heard one creator actually say that. Oh man, that's awful. That is stupid. That is not a good use of Patreon, in my opinion. Let's do the X first because they're here. That's just, no, that's malicious. Well, I figure I can't be the only crafty hoarder out there. Yeah, I would have unsubbed to that too. I can't be the only crafty hoarder out there, so maybe it would be okay. Oops. Some of these with Paint Gem, you really have to watch. Some of them get really stuck together. I hate that. I usually crush them between two. The other X's, here they are. Oh, you decided to fly, did you? I definitely aren't. Have you seen some of the stash videos? Yes, I have seen some of the stash videos. So maybe being a crafty hoarder would be what I can do on a Patreon, but I have to convince myself that I really want to not be a crafty hoarder in order to do that. You're a crafty hoarder, a huge diamond painting stash, let alone scrapbooking. Girl, Zara, you and I are twins. I swear. I swear. I have all kinds of scrapbooking stuff and, well, the junk journals. And of course, you hoard junk to put in junk journals. And all kinds of things. I have some inks and fine art supplies. I have mixed media supplies, scrapbooking, quilling, embroidery, kind of cross stitch, knitting, a little crocheting. We are twins, girls. We're triplets or quadruplets or whatever. Well, okay, then that might be the way. I mean, the worst that I can do is put it out and nobody signs up, right? That's the worst that can happen, right? Did I see all the videos of Mindy's and Principal Painter's hobby rooms? No, I didn't. Are they starting to put their hobby rooms up? See, the only reason I want to put that in Patreon is so that I don't have to deal with the haters as much. Because I am going to get slammed with comments. And I don't want to embarrass my mom. I saw Mindy's where she filmed her basement. I haven't watched Principal Painter yet. Okay. I definitely have a watch list this week. Is Dreamy Crafty Corner still on here? Are you still on? What do you have a big crafty corner or a small crafty corner, or What does your crafty corner look like? Principal painting is almost done. I guess Mindy is working on her basement. Maybe. Maybe. I just know I need encouragement to get through mine because I really don't want to get rid of anything. In my mind, I keep thinking I'm going to use it for something. And as soon as I go to need it, it won't be there anymore. I don't want to just give it all the resale shop. Poor Dreamer lost almost all her DPs to a fire at home in California. She now lives in Arkansas. Dreamer, is that true? Oh my gosh, girl. Where was I when that happened? You mean Dreamer Crafty Corner who's on here with us now? Where has my vine been? Girl, I can hook you up. Okay. Well. Since I have her her subscription page, I know what she likes and what she doesn't like then. There was a lot of us that wanted to send her some DPs, but she said no. Oh. Well, she did win some of my giveaway. It's real hard when you move into a new place to know how much space you're going to be able to give to your hobbies. And then when they all come in and you're still working on getting your kitchen worked out and all that, it's hard to grow that while you're working on your everyday needs. So sorry to hear that. And I don't always have the best memory for things. So if I knew that, I apologize for not knowing it now. A lot of us who want to, okay, I read that already. Okay. Maybe she had to jump off for a little bit. Well, we've had a very varied conversation so far this evening, which is cool. Okay, is that Q or is that O? Oh, there's Q's above the O's. I wish they wouldn't do that. There's both on the inside. Shoot. Alrighty then. Let's do the O's and be careful with them. Okay. These three. Anybody else find some of their memory slipping every once in a while? I really hate it. Stuff that I should know, that I would have known. I feel like I have a senior moment and they're not there anymore. Like my husband will tell me something like, "What? You don't remember that?" I'm like, no, I do not. And sometimes I just tell him I remember it, just so that I don't have to explain why I don't remember it. There's another diamond painter that had a fire too. Well, if I can help in any way, share my stash with someone like that, I would be happy to. I would be happy to. I don't know. This looks like a caveman or something. I'm not sure what's going on here in this painting. Ugh. There's an O and a Q right next to each other. Really tricky. Crystal's birthday is Friday. That's why I thought I'd put up her video on Friday. She's going to be a teenager. No. Her brother's going to be a teenager in March 3rd. See, that's what I mean about my brain not quite working. I will tell her happy birthday. Yes, your memory is bad, especially short term. They told me it was chemo brain. That could very well be. Long short-term memory loss. Oh, I know about STML, short-term memory loss. My ex had it when he finished chemo. He did get better, but it has still has some forgetfulness. Tell her happy birthday. I think I have finished all my work stuff now. Oh, well, good. Good deal. Does that mean you're on your way home, or have you come home early and you're doing it at home? Yeah, chemo brain is definitely a real thing. Unfortunately, I don't have that excuse. Maybe mine's sugar brain. I do hear that too much sugar gives you plaque on your brain, and that's not good for you either. You're at home? Had some annoying emails to follow up on. Okay. Yep, that happens. And this is a navy blue. I don't know what this is going to be. This is like, I don't know, it looks like kind of a caveman. But now it's going to have black dots on it. What the heck? This is odd. Nobody has a clue either, huh? Let me see. Oh, there's one down here yet. Oh, and another one. And another one. And another one. I think I missed an O there as well. Or is that a Q? That's a Q. Got all my 9s. Okay, so I need Q, and V. No, we can't tell you what we're planning. You're falling asleep. Your ginger ale isn't keeping you up. Can't see the image that well from this angle. Here you go. Here you go, Zara. It's supposed to be a museum, part of the museum collection. I'm not sure what it is. Kind of looks like a beard, but no, but then not. Black dots are acne. That's what I thought too. I teased them a little bit in saying that we might have our own challenge coming this summer, but that's about it. That's all I said. I didn't say anything about what we were thinking because we're still planning. We just don't know yet. Now there is a T in there somewhere. STU. There are V's in here, yes. And I need an N. Now I need the N. N, 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 N. N, 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 N. No more teal. Where's the N's? Do I need a Y? Where's the N? And a P? I don't think oh, no, I don't need a Y. I need the letter P yet. Here we are. I'm still looking forward to it. I am too. It does look like dragon fruit with the little spots on it. Yeah, it could be. Well, we'll have to see. I'm gonna work on it till I'm done tonight. Where's the letter P? I don't know what color it is. Of course, it would be the first one. I looked from the back to the front. Of course. Crack. All right, N's are next. Let's put the N's in here. Yeah, it'll be exciting. Here we go. Come on. Well, this week I'm planning on doing a little tutorial on the polyacrylic, and I'm hoping that I can start the one about the different glues, because I have the 2 paintings done now that I want to use as samples, and it's going to be a nice temperature this week, so it won't be freezing to the point where being out in the hall will freeze it up. So I had to wait for a warm week in order to do it. So I'm going to be doing that in this week, so you'll probably see it next week. No, there aren't any 8s next to B's. I don't think I have a B on this one. They at least didn't do that. Oh, but I have an R I didn't see before. Q, I need the R. There is a B. I found the B. There's the R. Let me work on the ends yet. 2, 3. 1. I love these short pens. Robin! Hey! Glad you could stop by. Glad to see ya. We're just chatting away. Oh, here we go. 1, 2, 3. I don't know. Maybe we can promise that you guys will be the first to know. When we do get our act together, we can make the announcement to you guys before we do to the big group. So you guys can be the first to know when we get our act together. I think we can promise that. Where is more letter N's? I know there are more in here. Maybe not. Okay. You packed up a 2-story house by yourself before with 2 little ones underfoot, and it was a real challenge. I had no family nearby to help, and hubby was over here in Washington. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Did you bring everything home with you? Did you have a sale? How did you deal with all that? Certainly can promise that. So watch this space. Absolutely. Hi, everyone. Been out of the loop for a little while. Glad you're back. Happy to catch you too. He's in Western Australia. So is that like across from where you are? Are you on the eastern side? That's a huge country. Whew. That is a huge country. And I just put the N's in with the Z's. And there's no way for me to tell a difference in that. None whatsoever. There's no way I can tell a difference. All right, well, I'll put the Z's in now. I guess they're a little whiter. So close. Nobody's going to notice a difference in this little painting for sure. Oh my. We were talking also about maybe getting a retreat together at some point on the East Coast over here. And seeing if we could have it on the East Coast, since they have one up in Michigan and they have one down in Texas. I think we need an East Coast retreat. Hey, Teresa, glad to see you here. Glad to have you. Everybody's coming in late tonight, which is all right. Except Tammy was here before I was. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Get in there. This is just too weird. I'm not sure I'm going to know what it is even after it's finished. I'm still taking guesses. Okay, these are the V's. Does anyone here use putty in their pens? I don't, but thinking about trying some. The good pink or purple wax works fine for me, but over the weekend I did have some trouble. Well, I have a little trouble with the wax. I've tried it a number of times, and it seems to try to leak out the side of my pen. I have too much in it, put too much in it. And then it decides it wants to go everywhere and stick to the sticky. And I can't get it up then once it's stuck to the sticky. And I've tried several different manufacturers, and it might be just the way that I use it, but I just can't seem to get it to work right for me. So I think I'm giving up on putties now. I am going to try the dots again, the glue dots. I'm going to try them again. Doesn't it say what they are on a piece of paper? Oh, no, it doesn't. I mean, you mean for this? Telling you two colors apart? Or are you talking putty? You do in your multi-placer. Single tips, I use glue dots. It's a good shout, Tammy. I'm reading a really funny, light fantasy book called Dead or Alive by Derek Landy. It's 14 of the Skullduggery Pleasant series. It's a quick read and lots of Irish humor. Well, I've tried. I can't remember offhand. I've got like 5 or 6 different kinds I've tried. Yeah, there's so much pink wax. I do use mostly that, I have to say. I do, but I like to keep trying other things. I like to keep I haven't ventured into any putty or other wax or glue dots were hard for you. I've used the ones you scrape and they come out. You really have to pack them tight. And they come out and they leave a little residue, most of them. The putties seem to have the little things that like leak out the sides, and when that happens, then it gets stuck to the canvas, and I hate that. So I just use the putty. I mean the pink, purple, yellow, white wax. They can get cheap. I'm going to try a glue dot again. I've heard Excuse Me Designs and Randy's Crafter Corner are good, as well as Mary Mud and NYX. Mary Mud is the latest one I've tried. That is the latest one I have tried. Right, I'm going to do Q up here. And at this point, I just keep going back to the pink wax. I like to change colors of wax once in a while, just for something different. A friend gave me some blue tack. Tried it and didn't like it, so I gave it back to her with many thanks for her letting me try it. Yep. Blue tack was too greasy for me. It didn't work well for me either. Neither did museum putty, although I liked white better than the blue. I did try that too. Got some unscented store-bought putty for tacking things to the wall. It's not blue, but maybe I'll try that. You can try. That's kind of like the museum putty. Museum putty is white as well. That's how they stick like glassware down to a shelf or something like that so it doesn't rattle. Yep, that's what you have. Okay, let's see. Oh, that one's definitely not a good one. That one's just a piece. Two and two. I use blue or white wax, and I bet I've gotten in some kits. I find it works better on the whole than the pink wax or even DAC's wax. Well, I do a blue, pink, white, yellow, and purple that I got from like AliExpress when I was getting them. And I use all of them. And it depends on what color and how important the painting is to me. I seem to have found a way to get my foot to feel more normal thanks to your son. Oh, tell me. Is it from the neuropathy that you're working on getting rid of the neuropathy? I'd love to know. Let's see if I can get rid of some of my arthritis. And let's see. Okay, they have the R's and the P's next to each other. Why did they do that? Seriously? All right, let's do the R's. Out comes the magnifying glass again. I think I'll just stay with wax that comes in the kits. Not sure I want to crawl down the putty rabbit hole. Not just yet. I mean, the cheapest place to buy a pretty pen that people use for special drills. I don't know, because I just use the wax sticks. And I put a squishy on a wax stick. Hey, here's Deb. Welcome. We're talking about the difference between waxes and putties and those kind of things. What do you use? What do you use, Deb? Tammy takes a square of putty. Take your pen with the multi-placer on the edge of the putty. Yep, press into it, rock back and forth. Yep, I do that. Cookie cutter method. Pull it up. It's ready to use. Yep. Oh, you like the putty? It's continued rehab to get my foot working like it did before you injured it. My son does pressure point massage on it. Oh, neat. Somehow it seems to make a huge difference. It works slowly but steadily. Cool. Dawn's rabbit hole is sparklers. See, now I'm just into the waxes, and I love the wax pencils, the wax pens. Pretty Placers had some, but they're hard to come by. You have to get them like right when they come out. They haven't come out with any lately, so I just stick these in a little pencil sharpener to keep them sharp, and put a squishy on them, and I'm ready to go for any specials. Getting ready to place your first order with Tima. Very good. I just placed another one with her. Now, am I doing the R's or the P's? I'm doing the R's. Okay, so let's do the R's. Arr. I'm being a pirate now, right? Arr. Oops, now the wax squeezes out the side. I hate that too. There we go. Mostly ABs. The wax pencil is the best, I think. Cheap too. Extremely cheap. Extremely cheap. I mean, I sell them on my site, on my Etsy shop, but you can get them, and I don't price them out of the ballpark either, but you can get a whole batch of them from Etsy for next to nothing. But then if you don't want to order from China and wait too long, I mean, I can get them to you in a day or two, but I did give a bunch away in my giveaways, the envelopes this year. You have a wax pen coming from One Day Savings. Okay. I'll be careful in trying out different companies, one a month, whether it be sparklers, diamond paintings, or whatever. That's a great idea, Liz. Oh, Deb's husband is calling her. Yeah, no, I'm just using the oops, and that's P there too. Oh, that's too bright for you guys. There. I just use what's cheap and plentiful for the most part and make it work. I'm just so used to it now. I'd rather spend my money on the painting themselves and make sure I get decent diamonds. Because if I don't get decent diamonds, then the whole thing is kaput. Okay. This is not I still don't know what it is. This is crazy. Oh, that's right. Deb sells some putty on her shop. Come to think of it, Diamond Painting Cajun knows she sells some putty on her shop. What? Arthritis in my fingers have healed a lot, but high intake of dark greens. Yep, every day. They don't hurt at all, but the damaged look is still there. Aww. Well, I'm glad they don't hurt. And yeah, I just got a whole bunch of salad in my diet too. But I like romaine. I do like spinach. I like some of the dark greens. I don't like it cooked, but I'll eat it in a salad. Spinach, kale. Kale is good in a salad. I don't eat kale normally just by itself. It's a little bitter. You love the fancy pens, but I try all the time to use them and they make my hand hurt. I used one for 4 hours the other day, made my hand ache. I got this from Jim's handmade pens, and I really do like Jim's handmade pens. And this is a 3/4 pen. It's not was this the one from Jim's? No. No, this isn't the one from Jim's. But I do have 3/4 pens that I really like from Jim's. Mary's? Is it Mary's? Shoot. I'll have to put in the description where I got them because I got it recently and I did an unboxing. I wouldn't even know how to order a fancy pen to fit in my hand. Well, that's the thing. Oh, if you want an ergonomic one, like for arthritis, I can bring that out for next week. I have one that it's like you put your finger through it. And it's not a pen that you hold. It looks like a wishbone shape and you put your finger through it to push it down on, and it's really nice. I can go for hours on that one. It's only a single placer. And I got it from Donnie. It's an ergonomic pen from Diamond Painting with Donnie. If you know hers. She does a lot of pens, like if you can get them at the dollar store or whatever, and she converts them into diamond painting pens. She does a lot of that on her site. But I love the ergonomic ones. It just feels weird to you, Tammy? You can get narrow ones. And they're lighter. If the shorter ones, they're lighter. You go down the pen hole. Found a big set 7 on Amazon with different types. Different types of tips or 7 different types of... This is the other one that I have. It's a smooth barrel all the way along. I love this one too. I can use it for hours. But it's a short one too. The only ones I've been able to use, and this is funny, one's made with rubber bands. Rubber bands, really? You'll have to take a picture of that for me, Liz. I don't know what you mean. I've never seen one like that. Storming badly. Got to go. Oh, Robin, okay. Thank you for dropping in. Bye, Robin. See you another time. Yeah, I don't want anybody having problems with their electronics in the... Now, I'm about to finish this, and I still don't know what it is. Anybody else know what this is? I don't get it. 7 pens with different tips. I want to do the one on the fancy tools that I have too. I have that one pen that has 7 tips on one pen. It had, you twist it around in a circle as you're working on it. A dessert. Does it look like a dessert? Well, that's an interesting thing. All right, I need the letter S as well. STU. All right. I have a figure. I have a feeling this one's going to be a mystery no matter what I do. The other two were really cool. Now, if it were in the universe and not the museum, I would think that it's like the, I don't know, the face of Mars or something. But it's not that. Now the static is going everywhere. It's not obeying me here. 2, 3, 4. Was there a theme to the small paintings? Yes. It is. It's a variety pack and it's a mystery one. So there's some that go with every theme that they've got. For instance, they have them numbered. I did 1 and 2, and 1, 2, and 3 are from the museum unit. There's 3 from national parks, 3 from space, 2 from around the world, and 1 from her story. Now, they're not the same as what's already in those packs. They're different than that. So, here we go. There we go. All right. Well, old masters, I mean, the museum ones tend to be old masters, yeah. I think that's just their name for old masters. And I still don't get it. But I think it's going to be a mystery. Maybe somebody else knows, or maybe if I go on the website and ask them or something, they'll be able to tell me what it is. Because I think I'll email them and figure it out. It's crazy. Crazy. Yeah, I will. I will call them to tell them I can't figure out the mystery. I think I might have to email them a picture of which one I'm talking about so that they know that I actually did it and I'm not trying to get a sneak peek, so to speak. There we go. Now this looks like all black. And I'm also thinking it could be like a piece of a different one. Like, I don't know. It's really weird. I still say box with lock. Oh, okay. Hi, Zara. Your boys are here. Want to spend time with them? Not a problem. We'll see you again next week. What box with locks? Let's... either that or it's going to be part of my review for them, and I don't think they'll like that. Tammy, you're going to... No, Tammy's not going. Tammy was saying goodbye to Zara. You got a scarecrow diamond painting from Dak yesterday and love the colors. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, that's the problem with chat. Oops. Now I'm shooting them around the whole kitchen here. There we go. The mini painting you're doing looks like a box with a lock. Maybe. I don't see it yet. Come on. I hate it when they don't line up. They're all staticky now. There we go. For some reason, I've been thinking about class reunions lately. I don't know why. Mine is not coming up this year. I've been thinking about class reunions. Maybe I had it in a dream. Maybe that's why it's still stuck in my head. I think I know which scarecrow you're talking about, and it's a beautiful painting. I keep thinking sunflowers. When you say scarecrow, I keep wanting to go to sunflowers in my mind. Oh, I got my stained glass tree in the mail this week. And I cannot wait to unbox it for you guys. I'm still catching up on my Black Friday unboxings that are still going up this week, but I'm going to tape it next week. I'm currently working on dragonflies and hummingbirds, and the colors are so shiny. I needed the light colors as it has been dreary for months here in Washington State. The rain state. Isn't rain your national flower, your state flower? Sorry. Or fog, your state flower. Yeah, I still don't know what this is. I really like that stained glass tree too, but all I could see was confetti. I like a mix of color blocking and confetti. The east side of the state is very dry. Okay. I will take your word for it. And I put some of them in with the teas. I am not doing well tonight. All right, that's all right. Let me turn this off. It looks like the cheek of a caveman, his chin and a beard, and something splatted, like a maybe bird poo splatted on his face. That's a I know what it is. It's that clock from the melting clock from Dali, from Salvador Dali. What do you think? The melting clock off the table from Salvador Dali. That's what it is. Let's see. What do you think? I don't like dollies. That's probably why I didn't recognize it at first. But this looks like the melting clock. That's what it is. Yeah, ugly. Well, all the dollies are ugly. If you ask me, I don't like any of Dolly's work. Yeah, that's gonna go in one of my tester piles for something else. When I get a test, maybe I'll use it for glue test or something. I'm not into Dolly. No wonder that didn't make it in with the other ones. Again, these are the other two. The museum ones that came from the kit. American Gothic and Van Gogh. But American Gothic, I don't know what he's got on his eyes. It looks like he's got like the goggles to go diving in, to go snorkeling in. I don't think he had glasses on, did he? It's strange. Somebody was having fun with him. Oh my. Now I can put these guys away for tonight. Oh yeah. Put these guys in here for now. Here for now. No, you're not in here. Okay. The American Gothic. That's the name with the two farmers. I think it's called American Gothic. Yeah. There we go. Mom pot kettle. Yeah. Steampunk glasses. Somebody updated the American Gothic. Well, it's funny because in high school, they are given like an outline of them or something like that, and they can do whatever they want. They make their own American Gothic. And people make them into robots. They make them into anime characters. They do all kinds of crazy things. One had a fish heads, made them into fish heads, all kinds of strange high schoolish type of things. They both wear glasses. I gotta check this out because Ma doesn't have any glasses on them. But I can't do that while I'm on here because I'd have to get my keyboard out and then it'll sound funky to you. Yeah. I got my financial planner set up this week. I got that done. I got my laundry done today. Oh, okay. Far too much money for me to spend on one painting. Yeah, but I've gotten to the point where I will spend more on paintings now that have excellent drills, that are excellent quality, and that'll take me a while to do. I don't mind that at all. This was the Pretty Placer I got. It's lime. It smells really wonderful. It's a wax crayon. It still smells wonderful, and I had it for more than a year. And I've got to sharpen this pencil. Its paper is falling off. All right, well, come all the way off then. It's probably not a good idea. I watched the planner one today. Didn't understand why you were using the old ones. Was it just for the pictures? I'm not sure which one. I like to sometimes using the old ones. There's features in them that I don't have in the new ones that I like. Bye, Dawn. Thanks for coming in. Jump in anytime. Yeah, sometimes it has features that the other ones don't have. Sometimes I just don't like wasting the pages. The ones I put up today, the planners that went up today, I think were just the notebooks, the ones with different types of like lines or dots or graph paper in them. I've been using my faith journal. I just started using my financial journal again. I've been using my mini for daily. And I can do an update on those. I just wanted to work with them a little bit to see if I wanted to change anything. Night, Dawn. Come back again soon. So that's all. That's well, I think I'm going to click off now too at 12:30. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. And we had a good laugh over that mystery painting and other things tonight. So Zara and I will get back to you when we decide on what we're doing for the challenge. It'll be over the summertime, so it'll be a while yet, but we're going to work out the details and let you guys know first. And we'll definitely do that. I'll have, like I said, Crystal is coming up on Chatting with Crystal will come up this weekend, probably Thursday or Friday. And her birthday is on Friday, so it'll probably be Friday. And let's see, what else am I doing? There's no sneak peeks this weekend, but I have other stuff that's coming up from my Black Friday purchases and other goodies that are coming up. And like I said, I'm going to do the, this is a nice warm week, I'm going to do the glues and start that video this week. It'll be maybe 2 weeks before I get that one up. All right, so I'll see you guys around and have a wonderful week, a wonderful, productive, beautiful, sunny week, and I will see you again soon. Bye, everybody.